Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another very important example related to custom Angular pipe, where we will create one pipe that will accept one number and then later convert that number into a percentage. Okay. Now to implement this thing, what we will do, like firstly I'll explain you the requirement. Okay. As per the requirement, we will create the custom pipe, then we will register it. I'll tell you how to register the pipe, and then later on, one by one, we will write the logic from scratch, and in the end we will verify the output as well. Okay, but before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they are also very important and they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use Angular custom pipe for converting the values into percentage using number. Okay, alright, so let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to do here is to show you the HTML file. Here you can see we have one heading that shows Angular 19 codes by Sharmit. After that we will put another heading and it will tell you the title of today's session, that is Angular or maybe you can write custom pipe to convert number into percentage. Okay, custom pipe to convert number into percentage using custom pipe to convert number into percentage in Angular. So this is our topic's name. Okay, perfect. Now one thing is clear from this line, that we have to create the pipe, and I'm sure like you all know how to create the pipe because we have discussed this thing so many times. So let's run the same command, where ng is representing Angular, g is representing generate, p is pipe, and then the folder of the pipe. In my case, my pipe folder name is my pipes. Okay, and then we can give the name. So I will give it a name num2 per pipe, and then simply press enter. So once you press enter, it will take few seconds and it will show you the output. You can see that the folder is coming here with two files. One is pack.ts, which we are not going to touch because we are not going to do anything here. Second file is a pipe.ts file, which is the main file, and whatever logic we will write here to convert the number into percentage will come here. Okay, will come here. Alright, so I think the files are okay. Now we know what to create, when to create. Now next thing what we will do here, we will simply register this pipe, and to register the pipe always make sure to use the name, full name, which is num2 per pipe, not this num2 per. Sometimes people use this num2 per, which is not the right thing. Okay, you have to write the complete name. Okay, so let's go to app.component.ts file. Here, like if you are using editor, it will automatically show you the name. So here you can write num2 per pipe and enter. Wait for few seconds and then you will find that it automatically added num2 per pipe from, and this is the location where we have imported it. So registration is done. This is called the pipe registration, which is completed. Now next thing what we are going to do, we are simply going to run this thing. But to explain this thing, let me show you some comments here. So I'll add the comment and I'll tell you the requirement. Okay, so requirement is that suppose we have a number as a sample input which shows 0.25. okay, and after we call this number, or after we pass this number to num2 per pipe, it should convert the output like this, and here it should come like this, 25%. Okay, so I think requirement is clear that we have to take one number and that number should be converted into percentage. Alright, now what next we will do here, we will simply write the logic, because now the logic is needed, right? And logic is very simple and straightforward. I just want to show you one more approach related to the custom pipe, that's why like we are discussing this. So I'll show you how to create the logic. So to create the logic, you just need to write here firstly, like we will clear this default things, because I want to create everything from my own by scratch. and here like rest of the things is fine, but just remove this part so that you can define the variables as per your requirement. So here I will give the first variable name as original number. Original is not a mandatory keyword, you can use any keyword or any prefix as per your requirement. It's in fact it is not a keyword, it's a variable, okay? So you can use anything, but I usually refer original because it will clear you that yes, I am taking the information from some place. Then you can put colon over here, and after a colon you have to type the data type, so it's number of for sure. Then we will put one comma, and after a comma we will declare one more variable that will tell the number of decimal points, okay? And its type should be number, and default value should be 0. So let's say if user is not providing any value, so in that case it will consider that you have to take a 0 decimal points, but if user is providing something, it should take that thing, okay? I think input is clear. We are going to take our original number as a number data type, decimal as a number data type, and then we have to return a value. Now what type of that value would be? Obviously it would be a string. Why? Because we have to use that % symbol also, so that is why like we will use here string. And I think this is the first example where we are receiving the value as a number and returning it as a string. Clear? Alright, now next thing what we are going to do here, we are going to write the logic to convert the things. So for that let's write return parenthesis, then we will write here original number into then 100, then dot, and then we will write here two fixed, then we will write the second variable that is decimal plus, and then we will write here %. Perfect. So what this line will do, it will simply convert the number into percentage and attach this % sign there, okay? So that means if you are providing any number, firstly it will be converted to a decimal into a percentage, then it will check if decimal is needed, it will add that thing to make it proper. This is a two fixed method. What it returns a string representing a number in a fixed point notation, okay? So if you want to check any method detail, you can just take your mouse cursor over there and it will tell you the information, and then you can simply save it. After the save, let's go to HTML page where we will try to use this pipe and perform the operation. So here I will write P, and then I will write number to % conversion using custom pipe in Angular, okay? And then we will put colon, and after colon we will write double curly braces, and in this double curly braces I will provide my first value as 0.25, then pipe symbol, and then you have to select this pipe name, which is num2per. In first case I am not providing any value here without decimal. Let me put in a bracket without decimal parameter, as it is optional. So I'm writing this all things so that you can take a reference if you are preparing a notes. Now you can save it. Let's run this. So ng serve -- open, enter. After enter, you will see that it shows the output in the browser mode, and it shows Angular 19 codes by Sharmit, custom pipe to convert number into % in Angular. How we get the output? Number to % conversion using custom pipe in Angular without decimal parameter, as it's optional, and the value is 25%. Clear? Likewise, if you want to convert it with some decimal parameter, you can just copy paste just to save the time, and here I'll just make it as with instead of without. Okay, something is wrong with the spelling also, so let's fix it. Okay, and here I'll just put one more variable here, which is an optional, so I'll write here 2. So what it will do, it will add 2 decimal points after the value. You can see here 25.00%. okay, and what was the original value? If I want to show you, let me show you that also. Original value without any pipe. any pipe conversion. So here we will simply remove the pipes because we don't want to use pipe here, and it will show you the output like this. Okay, so it was 0.25, then we use the pipe without any decimal, so it comes like this, 25%, because the default value is 0. Then we provided 2, so it comes with a 2 decimal point, and that's what we write in the logic, right? Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session with new topics. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.